Hi fashion lovers, welcome back to my channel where creativity meets style. In today's tutorial, I'll be showing you step by step how to draft and cut this stunning underbust gown with ruched sleeves. Whether you're a beginner or a pro, this guide will help you create a chic and elegant piece you'll love. Don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss our weekly fashion tutorial, and drop all your questions on the comment section. I will gladly reply you all. Let's get right into today's tutorial. So I have my pattern paper already, which I drafted, and the lines which we'll be needing for this, which I have the shoulder line. Let's mark. We have the shoulder line. I have the bust line, the under bust line, the hip line, oh sorry, the waistline, the hip line, and the dress length. We have the dress length here. So after we're done doing this, what I did next was to let me outline the lines so you see. So I'll mark all the lines for us to see clearly. So I marked, let's mark, I'm marking the lines now. So after we're done marking the lines, what we need to do now is to look for our shoulder line. From our shoulder line, measure your shoulder, divide by 2, which the one I'm using is 15 divided by 2, 7.5. Then you measure how long you want the length of your sleeve to be. It's up to you how long you want it. But this situation, I'm using 16 inches after I measured from my shoulder line, so my shoulder point, sorry, I measured 16 inches, which I will extend later by 1 inch. So I measured our normal neck width 4 inches, sorry, the width altogether will give me 21 inches, just like this. So after I'm done doing that, I measured again to make sure I added the 1 inch adding to make it all total 21 inches, which I add like so. If you measure from the 4 inches shoulder neckline to the point there, you see is 21 altogether. So after you're done doing this, what you do next is to take your body measurements, which I did my bust divided by 4. I had to impute it, which is 10. I impute my 10 inches. I did my under bust divided by 4, which I have 8.25, sorry. Then the waist as 8.25. I have the hip line as the hip 42 divided by 4, 10.5, which I mark like so. Then the dress length, I minus 2 inches. What I have on the hip line, I had to impute it on the dress length minus 2 inches, which I removed. I'll be having 8.5. After I remove it, the hip line is 10.5 minus 2 inches will give me 8.5. So I marked the line. So what I did next, I'll have to connect the points together, which before doing that, I will measure your sleeve length, how, and that's your bicep, how wide you want it is up to you. But in this situation, I'm doing 12 inches, which I'll add 1 inch also for allowance, which will make it, joining allowance will make it 13 inches altogether. So I mark. You can do any length you want, is how wide you want it is up to you. So after doing that, I had to mark a straight row just like this. Then from this line here, I come down by 1.5 inches for the shoulder slant, which I'll connect to the shoulder line. That's the 4 inches neck line, sorry. So after doing this, what I did next was to join the lines together. So I joined from the hip, from the dress length to the hip with a straight row. Then from the hip to the waist with a curve row just like this. So you mark connecting to the waistline. I just curve this siding, just make it blend, then connect to the way underbust just the way I'm doing it, like this. So after you're done doing this, what you need to do next is to, from the underbust line, you go up by 2 inches. You can do 1.5, it's up to you. While I went up by 2 inches, I just drew a line, just a little straight line here, which I will connect. What the way I'm doing it, I connect from the point there to close to the waist, but not to the waistline. You can measure from the waistline up 1 inches, but I just marked a sketch, I just sketched a line, creating the sleeve just like this to the sleeve length. I'll outline it for us to see. I just want to be sure of the curve, so I curved it like so, just like this. You do it like this, just like this. From the waist you can come up by 1 inch, it's up to you. Just curve like this, just like so, connecting the to the underbust line we had, that's the 2 inches. Let me outline it for us to see. You mark like this down to the sleeve length, just like so, just like so. So after this is the place we'll be having our gathers, that's the gathers effects on the underbust side. So after you're done doing this mark here is where we'll have it. So after we're done doing this, what we need to do next is to connect from the neckline down to the the underbust, the 2 inches we took out, just the way I'm doing it. Just connect from the neckline there, that's the 4 inches down to the point like this. In this time you can create your, that's in case you want to avoid gaping, you can just do a little dot on that line, maybe half an inch. So after which you have 1 and we have 2. Then after we're done doing this, what you need to do next is to cut out the pattern. But meanwhile, you have to create your slits, which is up to you too, to create how long you want your slit. But in this situation I'm making it 9 inches. I'm doing 9 inches slits on the front part. Remember we have a slit on the front of the dress, so I created the slit, which we'll have in our pattern like this, and we'll be cutting out the pattern. So these are the parts we'll be using for the splash and spread. This upper part which I marked as our number 1. So let's cut out. We have this, sorry, before cutting out, we have this as unfold. So it's up to you if you want to make the front side of your dress folded or you cut through. If you are cutting through, remember to pull 1 inch allowance on that part. But if not, you can still cut unfold and open your slits. So I'll just cut out like this from the shoulder, from the underbust, just like so, and the sleeve, the side of the dress, like so. So after cutting out, what to do, we have a pattern for the front now, just like this. So we have to draft the one for the back first before making our design. This is the front and this is the center front. So we have it like so. So let's draft the back. After gathers, you'll be having it like this, which at the time we finish we'll see the effect. So let's work on the back. So I went ahead to draft the back, which is the same thing as the front, but I have the neckline different from the front neckline, which here is the back. The neckline I did here's this chest line, the waistline, the hip line, and we have the dress length also, just as the back. But the back, your half length, remember your half length of your back is shorter, so it's not the same thing as the half length of the front. So I did the neckline as 4 over 1.5, that's the 4 inches width and the depth of 1.5. So after doing this, what I did next was to measure the sleeve also, which I did the same thing as the front, 13 inches. We have 13 inches here. So after we're done this, we have the waistline, which we want to create the design for the back also. But before we do that, what we do, you can just create it from there down to, we'll create it from the sleeve length 13 inches down to the waist this time around. But if you like, you can take it to the waistline to create your straight whatever effect. But this one, this on this pattern, I'm using the 13 inches which I have on the front biceps also. So I'm just creating, I'll come down here by 1 inch first, then create a shoulder slant to the neck depth, just like a width, just like the way I'm doing it. Then I will now use pencil, sorry, so I'll use pencil to create the design which will come to the back waistline, just the way I'm doing that. I'm just trying to sketch the curve, so I'm passing it below, just a little bit below the waist line, but you can do it on the waistline, is your choice. But I'm just passing it just a little bit, but still coming to the waistline. I'm passing through the waistline just like so. It's still on the waistline. Watch the way I'm doing it. You just mark a curve like this, create it just like so to the waistline, like this. So after you're done creating this, what you do next, you can leave, or you can go on the straight line. It's just what I want. I'm just trying to get this curvy part on the back side. So after which I'll be going in by 1 inch for the zipper budge. You can I went in by 1 inch, which I'll create the darts on the back for the zipper budge side. I did that, the 1 inch. I went ahead to create the lines which I connected to that part and took in to the hip side also. So in this aspect, you can choose to the waistline. I'll come to that, but on the dress length, remember we did 2 inches on the front. So this time around, we have divided the 2 inches into two. You when I was marking the lines, I did 10.5. So on this part, what I'll do, I'll remove one from this side. Sorry, I did 9.5, so I'm removing one from this other side, which I'll connect back to the hip line, just like this. Remember we did 2 inches on the front, so I'm sharing the 2 inches on both sides, both the side and the center back. So after connecting, you just create the point to the hip line there. So in this aspect, you can choose to, on your waistline, you can choose to create a dart. That's 1 inch, 1 inch, and create a dart to the waistline. But I don't want to, because this dress is not fitted to the back, like it's not too tight on the back line. So I'm just making and 1 inch zipper budge. So after which I'll cut out like this. I'll label as in the back, then here as the center back, side back, which after which I will now cut. Sorry, I'll cut out like this and cut all the bodies just like so. Just trim the side. Remember we have a zipper allowance, so you add all the allowances when you're cutting on fabric, or you can choose to add them on pattern. It's up to you. So we just cut out like this and cut the neckline also. So in this aspect, when cutting the shoulder line, please remember the 1 inch we came down with. Don't cut through that, the 1 inch we came down. Just cut through the line which I will cut through now, please. I have reasons for that. We'll be joining the two front and back together. So you just cut through this line like this. Leave the 1 inch we came down. Just cut like so. Then you cut the sleeve line like this. So after you're done doing this, after you're done doing this, what you do next is to bring your front, keep the down bodice aside, and you bring your front upper part, and you have the front and we have the back now. So what we do now is to join the shoulders, because our dress, if you check this dress, the upper part is unfold, like the shoulder, there's no shoulder line on the upper part. Everything there is unfold. There's no shoulder line apart from the ruching part. So you join your shoulder like this. Remember we left the slant line, which you'll be joining the front shoulder to the back shoulder, just like this. Make sure the front shoulder point is joining the back shoulder point. That's the just watch the way I'm doing it, please. Just like so. you have to attach the two together. But please, if you're attaching them, leave a space on the damp, that's the sleeve part. Just do like half an inch, or even if it's not up to half an inch, because I just half an inch, just a space between the two lines, just like this. Leave a space, not too, don't close to the line, don't close the line. Then I just had to tip it down because my gum wasn't giving me what I want. So after I've gotten this, what I did next is to create the lines for the splash and spread effects, which we'll be using for the gathers or pleats, any one you want to do. So I'll just create the lines, which is not a fixed line. You can create any line of choice. It's not a fixed line. So I'm just marking the lines. I didn't take any measurements, please. Just mark the lines like this. You create the lines like this. Then just like so. So after creating the line, we'll be slashing all these lines, which will be opening to give us the fullness on the underbust parts. So I'll slash them open like this. But please, if you're slashing open, don't slash, you won't open the shoulder. Don't cut through the shoulder, just cut the way, just watch the way I'm doing it. So after which I'll place a paper underneath, which I'll be spreading it on. So I had to place a paper underneath. I'll be spreading it, not too wide, maybe like 1 inches if possible, just a little. And if you are spreading, please don't spread to the shoulder line. Remember, we didn't slip through, so just spread a little on this, just this underbust side. Spread just 1 inch. How full depends on how full you want your gathers on the underbust side. But this time around, I'm just doing 1 inch, not too much. So you see the shoulder side, I'm not spreading there open. I'm just opening it on the underbust side, because if you check, the shoulder side does not have opening. That it doesn't have gathers. It's just the free. It's only the ruching, the ruching that gave it that effect. So after I'm done, I'm done. I just finished doing the splash and spread, which I have the result like this. So I brought down I'll bring my down bodies, that's the other part of the body on the front, which after we ruch just or gathers like this. Sorry, after you gather like this, you'll be having the effect on the, just watch how it will go. Then you have the effect on the underbust, the gather effect. So when you are doing this, the back also, there's no gathers on the back. The back is just a normal straight back. So we have this, you can remember I said you can cut on fold on this pattern, or you can leave open. So after doing this, what we did next was to bring back the back. Please, if you've not followed us, please subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much. Support a sister. God bless you. So I'll take the back like this. I will place it on the back of the other one. Remember, please, if you are drafting your back pattern, please draft in a way that when you put the shoulders, that the two bodies to align. Please, I made a mistake. Like I was trying to get the back, but I drafted it on my side instead of the other side. So please, when you are drafting, make that correction. So after we're done doing that, you place your bodies. Then we have the front and we have the back, which if you make it unfold on this part, when you open, you're having the riches on the two side. Why the back? We are doing this back times 2. That's, you're cutting it into 2 to give the full body. That's the body scale. So after this, we're having a ruching on this part, which will give us the sleeve of the bodies. So I think we've come to the end of this video. Please help me share this video, subscribe and like. See you on my next video. Thank you so much for watching this. Bye.